This is God's warning for you about your spiritual warfare and missed opportunities if you don't deal with this correctly. I had this dream, and then I have Bible verses to give you to confirm this dream and what it means to you, right? So please listen carefully. And to each part of the dream, I'm going to give you one part, the meaning, the Bible verses, and then the other part, right? Every part is very important. Please listen carefully and if God speaks to you through this message, it means that God wants to speak to you through even more messages of this channel through me, right? So I suggest you subscribe to not miss the next ones. Because here, if you're new here, welcome, my name is Ivaldi. I just tell you what God tells me. That's pretty much what I do right now. I help you become everything God created you to be. Become everything He made you to be, right? And having the amazing life He has for you. If this interests you, subscribe because it's exactly for you. And if you feel led to it, if you feel like God is speaking to you through these videos, there's a link in the bio of the channel to give to this ministry. It helps so much. It's the only way I can do this. Right now I'm in a private room in LA. It's expensive. So I can only do this if God provides, and God provides through you. Thank you. Let's get into the dream. So in the first part of the dream, I saw a man who went to Dubai. To me, was Dubai or is maybe a desert place. And this man can represent you, whether you're a man or woman. And he was having dinner with a successful business guy, right? A businessman and famous influencer in the same country as him, who lived there. He lived in Dubai. And the businessman was like colder than expected. And he didn't speak much. He ate and was kind of more prideful than expected as well, and feeling superior to this man. And the man tried to keep up the conversation, and he even offered suggestions as a way to help, or he just said like, things to try to help out with his business or something like that. And at one point he just said, well, I don't want to burden you. I don't want to be a burden to you if you have to go, right? So if you have to go, just like don't be here, just like spend too much time for me. And immediately the guy just took the opportunity to say, oh yeah, I gotta go. And so he said, we have to pay. And so the man, feeling the pressure, like offered to cover it, right? He offered like, don't worry about it, like just, I got it. And that was a big deal for him. He didn't like have much money in Dubai, maybe it was very expensive. I don't know if it was very expensive or not, but it was a big deal for him to like to offer to pay. And this person, for this man, it was not a big deal. He's just like, he didn't really care about it. He just said, okay, thanks. And that's it. What could this mean? This thing can represent disillusionment. Disillusionment? Yeah, that's the word. With people who you may be admired, right? You admire from afar, right? You don't know them personally, but you admire them. And the man expected warmth, collaboration, maybe opportunity, but instead he just saw like pride. He saw pride and indifference and kind of a transactional interaction. Like the man had to sit here for some reason, and he didn't want to be here. And it also reveals a test of your heart, right? And this man offered help and generosity, but it wasn't valued. And the real issue here is the desire for recognition and the pressure to prove oneself, especially in the presence of those seen as successful, right? This is a successful person, you want to prove yourself to them, and this person is not recognizing this effort. In Proverbs 25:6-7, it says, do not put yourself forward in the king's presence or stand in the place of the great, for it is better to be told, come up here, than to be put lower in the presence of a noble. This warns you against seeking status, right, among the proud and powerful, and telling you to let God lift you up in due time, not trying to go in there and reach them and just, hey, I'm a part of this. I'm also like you. In Luke 14:11 says, for all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So stay humble. Don't strive to just have the approval of these celebrities. And a second part of the dream. when he was trying to get a flight back home from Dubai, from this desert place maybe, it was a mess. And he was tired and couldn't find one. It was last minute, and he was in the airport, would pretty much have to stay there because he didn't have the time to book in advance. And he also was making the mistake of trying to find a round trip when he just needed a one-way ticket. And he was even selecting the wrong city and airport. And that's why he couldn't find a good flight home. And this could speak about confusion, right? This is like confusion, misalignment. He doesn't know where he's going, right? Poor clarity, wrong assumptions. And the man is trying to go back, maybe back to a place of purpose, of identity from this confusion, right? From this desert. But he can't find the right way because he's using the wrong strategy. And he's searching for a round trip when a one-way is needed. And even choosing the wrong destination, right? And this reflects maybe like burnout or disorientation. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you are right now, right? Proverbs 3:6 says, "Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take." And so God brings direction when we surrender and stop leaning on our own logic. Isaiah 30:21 says, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" Well, this is the way, walk in it, right? And this is a promise of divine clarity when we listen in silence instead of pushing through confusion, right? Just like trying to mess things up, just trying to force your way. Sit back, sit in silence, and ask God in the midst of like this confusion, ask God, "My Lord, what do you want me to do right now? Use me." Right now, I just said before this video, I prayed, "God, use me. I'm your vessel. Speak to your people what you want to say, not what I want to say." And the third part of the dream. At the airport, while trying to find a flight back, he had his stuff outside, right? So his like luggage outside, and he had his magnetic necklace, kind of a necklace, just like this mic right now here. There's a necklace with it. It was like the same one actually. There's a necklace with it, like you can basically like put the mic on this magnet. And he was outside, and an older man in a suit came and picked it up, right? He picked up this necklace, and because he needed it for something. And the man told him that it was his, and the older man asked to borrow it, and saying he'd be back like at 8 p.m. max. And the man, because he was not sure if he was going to leave or not, he couldn't like give him a clear yes. Like he felt like he couldn't like say yes. And then so the man just went away, and he felt like he missed an opportunity. He felt like he missed like maybe just helping this person. He should have helped them. He could have. He didn't need this necklace right now. He needed it later maybe, but right now he didn't need it. But he had to take this flight. He didn't know. So because of this unclear path, because of this indecision maybe, he couldn't give a clear yes. And so maybe he missed an opportunity with a wealthy person, right? With a person that had to do with his calling maybe. So yeah, being too tied to personal plans, this is what it was. You're like being too tied to your way. I'm going to take this flight. I'm going to find a flight, right? I'm pretty sure of it. I hope so at least. And so you're tied to your personal plans, and you're missing the maybe kingdom's connections. In Ecclesiastes 11:4, it says, "Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest." So overthinking can make you just miss the moment. Hebrews 13:2 says, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." This is a reminder that divine encounters may appear unexpectedly. It might be actually Jesus Christ inside of them, right? Just like you're actually helping them, you're not only helping them, you're showing Jesus Christ that you actually would help them, even if they can't help you back. And the fourth part of the dream, I saw a Japanese fisherman. So this man is wandering around and kind of like close to the airport, I guess, and it's sort of a sea. And then he meets a Japanese guy, they speak, and the Japanese guy is like walks in the middle of this sea, and there's like kind of like rocks. You can stand on them, but he's still a little bit in the water, and he's fishing. He goes there, he's fishing, and he's getting fishes. And so what he's doing is working. It's amazing. He's getting like a lot of fishes. Right now, I'm like getting back the memory because I didn't write some of this stuff, and I'm getting back right now. It's crazy. Like, thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. And so he's got like a lot of fishes. And at one point, he's bringing a fish back, and the man like holds it. Maybe the Japanese guy offered to like, oh yeah, you can see, you can touch it, and so he touches it, and then the fish like almost like breaks down. So his skin peels off, and his eyes or like his face is like taken away. So he's like kind of decomposed when he holds the fish. And so then he says like, oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I don't know what I did. I just like, it broke down in my arm, in my hands. And so he's like, oh, it's okay, no worries. And so he goes there, and then the man has a tripod, very much like the tripod I just bought and I'm using right now. And so this man has a tripod, and it's a tripod that extends. So it's like a very small tripod. So it's like this size, right? And it can extend just like the one I'm using. And this Japanese guy goes to take this tripod, and he's like, oh, you got a good tripod. And so he goes to the sea again, and he starts fishing with it, and he starts working. So it's like crazy. He almost like transforms into like I don't know what's this called, like a fishing tool. I don't know what it's called in English. But anyway, so the man wants to try, but he can't because he doesn't have swimming gear. So he wants to go there where he's fishing, but he's going to get wet. And since he has to go to the airport, he doesn't want to get wet. So he takes, or maybe it's after that he takes the fish from the Japanese guy. He catches it, but it disassembles, right? It just like breaks down in his hands, and he apologizes to the man. What could this mean? The Japanese man represents wisdom, innovation, maybe like using like special tool to like fish, and spiritual productivity, just getting a lot of fishes. And he used what seemed ordinary, a basic tripod, and turned it into a tool to gather fruit, right? Which is fish for him. And the man watching feels unprepared and cannot participate. He doesn't want to get wet. He tries to take the harvest without doing the work, and it falls apart. And this may be about like inspired by others who are fruitful while missing the point. Like you may be inspired by others, like just to see, oh, it works. And so you're inspired, but you don't want to get into the waters and labor, right? And this is a fear of a mess, of discomfort, of timing, which makes the man basically be passive and not do anything, just watching the man fish. John 21:6, cast the net on the right side of the boat and you will find some, right? Blessing and productivity come with obedience and action, right? It's an action. Cast the net, right? If you don't cast the net, you won't find some. Proverbs 24 says, the sluggard does not plow in the autumn, and he will seek at harvest and have nothing. You can't expect harvest if you don't sow. You need to actually sow, put in the reps, work. What is scripting, editing, shooting videos, writing, I don't know, whatever your thing is, to making the calls, sales calls, whatever it is, making the connections, going to the network events, whatever it is. If you don't do that, you cannot harvest. You cannot get the result. Even if you see people working, if you want to, well, I don't know, I'm thinking of business right now. If you want to run ads, you don't actually run ads, you don't actually learn to run ads, don't expect the results of people that actually learned how to run ads, right? In the fifth part of the dream, there's a laser gun fight. And so some other guys came in a small group, and people from the same country as the man. To me, they were French people, and they had toy-like guns that could actually shoot and hurt people, but not deadly, like harmful but not deadly, like laser guns. And he saw them from afar, and they were, I think, shooting at the Japanese guy, or at some person there that was pretty much harmful, and doing their thing. And it was like they were like kind of making, like laughing together, kind of like a bad energy of like, you know, young people just like making fun of others, right? This was kind of the energy, and they were like shooting at this man. And the man had a gun of his own, maybe even better, and he shot at one of them. Then this guy came to him and threatened to shoot him. And he did shoot, but not many bullets hit the man. And the man started to run from side to side, right? Just like kind of like dodging the bullets. Some of them hit him, but not a lot to really hurt him. And then he got close to the guy, and somehow he convinced him to stop or make peace. He's just like, hey, you know, I'm with you. We're both French, whatever. And yeah. This represents maybe spiritual conflict, jealousy, intimidation, and misunderstandings between peers, right? Or within your own community. The man takes action to defend, but then transitions to peacemaking, right? So he's like almost like attacking to like defend the other person, but then it transitions. Like then it's not about like just fighting, it's like about making peace, which is a good thing. And it has the challenge of, you know, navigating the opposition of attacking, defending, peace, without being consumed by it, right? Without being consumed by defending the people, you still are able to make peace. Maybe by attacking, you somehow they attack you and you get angry. So instead of getting angry, you just kind of like try to dodge the bullets, try to dodge the insult that they insult you with, maybe, right? And instead of insulting them back, you try to make peace. Romans 12:17-18 says, "Do not repay anyone evil for evil. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." Right? It's your responsibility to make peace, even after conflict. Matthew 5:9, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." And this reinforces, right? Those who bring peace, even under pressure, walk in the way of God, right? And the actual righteousness, right? So here are some final steps, like summary and final steps. If this video speaks to you, by the way, like, subscribe to not miss the next one, because if this speaks to you, let me tell you, there are a lot more videos that are going to speak to you even more. I've got crazy dreams. And also words. Like, God speaks to me when I sit in silence, you know, fasting, meditating, like in silence. When I do these things, I get some words that are extremely valuable to you, and it's actually God speaking to you to make your life amazing. So subscribe to not miss these, and if you feel led to it, there's a link in the bio of the channel, maybe in the description or the comment section, but for sure in the description of the channel, to give to this ministry. This is so helpful. You have no idea. Thank you so much. So here's the main summary. Disappointment with admired people, right? Disorientation and confusion. You don't know where to go. You don't have clarity. Seek God. Stay in peace, right? Missed or delayed opportunities. You have this man, you want to do this, kind of double-minded, right? And then you miss the opportunity because of delay or this lack of clarity. And you're watching others succeed while hesitating. That's not good. Don't stay on the line. Go, take action. And miscommunication in spiritual warfare, right? So maybe this laser gun fight was like maybe insult or maybe communication, people saying stuff at others, and then it comes back to you because you try to help someone else, you defend them, then it comes back to you. You need to just not let it get to you and be able to defend the person, but making peace in the end. And so God, throughout this dream, is kind of exposing what must be healed, right? Maybe people-pleasing, fear of discomfort, indecision, and self-doubt. And God is calling this man, potentially you, to step in boldly, own his voice, obey promptly, and engage the calling without fear or fear of mess, right? Fear of getting, getting in the waters, right? A fear of getting wet, or fear of rejection. So here are the main action steps you can take. Release the need for external validation. Your identity is not in others' approval. Whatever they say, you don't care. It's not about them. It's not about proving others. It's about proving yourself to God. And so God knows who you are. God knows who you truly are, and He loves you. So you don't care. You don't care about what anybody else could think of you. Clarity, direction. Simplify and seek God's guidance instead of overcomplicating things. Like this man, like trying to find the perfect flight and just like trying to find things on his own. Ask God, pray God, sit in silence. And then you get clarity and you can actually find the things in a much easier way. 3, say yes to divine appointments, even if the timing feels inconvenient. Because you could miss a lot of opportunities like that. And I had this idea when I was reading this. You can just have amazing opportunities come to you when you are a clean slate, right? When you don't have anything scheduled. When you don't just like, you let yourself some free time, some free season, where you just like go with the flow, right? You just say yes to a lot of things. This is what I did when I started to travel. I just started to say yes to like a lot of things. People started talking to me. I was like, okay, yes. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do that. People invited me like in 10 minutes of meeting the person. Yes, they were Christians, but still. 10 minutes of meeting people, they invite me to Death Valley, right? 4-hour drive, shoot this short film. I say yes, immediately, on the spot, right? I don't know them. I don't know their intention. Maybe they kidnapped me, but I trust the feeling that I had inside of me. Okay, this is good. This is a good feeling. Also, they were Christians, so they're like not complete, like just, you can see that kind of, I was not being reckless either, but I said yes. I had plans in my mind, but I was like, no, I'm just being a clean slate. If God wants this to happen, it will happen. Be willing to get uncomfortable, right? Fruitfulness often starts with risk of getting wet, right? Put yourself out there, right? A lot of you guys, I'm sure, want to maybe create videos, post on social media, but you're afraid of that. Get yourself wet, start. And expect nothing, expect no result, just do it for the sake of doing it. And once you do it, you start seeing some results. And you say, oh my God, that's amazing. Sometimes it takes a long time, right? I've been recording these videos I've been making YouTube videos for 3-4 years. And nothing for 3-4 years. 300 subscribers at the end, no views. And at one point I listened to God even more, and God showed me the way. He saw my consistency. He saw I could be trusted. And so then he was like, boom. He gave me some words, I shared them, and the video exploded. It got instead of 15 views, it got 10,000, right? And then I kept listening to God, and right now I have 4,000 subscribers. That's thanks to God, right? But also my obedience, my consistency, my ability to put myself out there, to accept God's challenge. Stop spectating. Step into your purpose fully. Start doing it. Let's go. It's now. And also pursue peace. Don't shrink back, right? Engage in conflicts. Like if people attack you, just defend yourself, right? Defend yourself with in mind wanting to live with peace, but also not taking things that you shouldn't take. Not just accepting people insulting you or insulting others, insulting your friends, right? Why? Why are you insulting them? No, I don't accept that. I like you. I don't want to hate you. I don't want to make a problem with you, but I don't think this is the right way to go about it, right? Stand firm. Know what is right, what is wrong, and accept only what is right. Hope this helped you. If it did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next one. God bless you.